and save your past, or would you let it melt away? It's not easy in the nights now. Has it ever been? Have you ever been higher than you are now, lower than you are now this time? You're warmer when the sun's down, always up till sunrise, all again, trying to find your way again. Lost it in the good years, were there any good years? I would show you the way out, but I don't remember how we got here. If the world burned behind us, would you run back in and save your past, or would you let it melt away? Where you're going, where you're from, trade your days for day one, would you let it melt away? You're running from yourself now, anything to get you through, get you far away from you. The mirror is your worst fear, they told you not to look there, but you do. And if there's anything you know, now no fix is gonna throw out that feeling right below your laughter on the good days. Are there any good days now? I would show you the way out, but I don't remember how we got here. If the world burned behind us, would you run back in and save your past, or would you let it melt away? Where you're going, where you're from, trade your days for day one, would you let it melt away? Fine, are you fine, are you sure? Tell yourself you're fine, you don't know anymore. You don't know anymore. Have you ever been fine, have you ever been sure? Memory gets hazy, you don't know anymore. You don't know anymore. If the world burned behind us, would you run back in and save your past, or would you let it melt away? Where you're going, where you're from, trade your days for day one, would you let it melt away? If the world burned behind us, would you run back in and save your past, or would you let it melt away? Where you're going, where you're from, trade your days for day one, would you let it melt away?
Motion and movement, but let her rock to you first.
Okay.
Then she's gonna turn, and then from behind her, you're just gonna pretend you're
All right.
like energetically
Ushering her forward.
keeping the you're like almost pushing air.
Okay.
We're just
awesome.
keeping the herd going.
Pushing air.
I don't know why, but sometimes when you want to pause something, it's like the pause button moves and it's replaced by the skip button, and it drives me nuts when it does that. So I feel like there's some irony in the fact that the person who requested this song has said things to me about saying that they've seen others get stuck in the past, and that's something that can be a trap, to get stuck in the past like that. I think it's really a personal and case-by-case thing. And I feel like this song oddly kind of echoes that sentiment as well. of this sort of like moving forward from your past to grow up. And I do understand that there is an importance in allowing yourself the freedom of going out into the unknown, but I don't see the harm in embracing some nostalgia every now and then for things in your childhood that remind you of good things. Like, I don't see how there's an issue with that. I mean, everybody sort of like has their reasons for like what they do as it pertains to like nostalgia. Like in that video, I feel like it's fine. I feel like it's fine to have both. Like, I feel like it is possible to have both, to maintain your independence and the responsibilities that you have as an adult, but also not let the things about yourself that you feel happy about have to die just so that you can be more acceptable to people who find things that are lighthearted childish. I feel like that's a big problem, where it's like I don't feel like optimism is necessarily childish, and I don't feel like having some nostalgia for things is necessarily childish. It can just mean that somebody wants to remember something, that they want to connect with a feeling. And, you know, there are places in your mind that nobody can go with you. However you mature. And it's good to also find comfort in your own company sometimes. So, I mean, it's good to do that. It's good because, like, if you're going to be able to go through life and not be too, like, you don't want to get too dependent on people. Because if you get too dependent on people, then people, when they let you down, then you're left unable to cope with it, and you're devastated. But when... And I mean, I know that that's going to happen sometimes, but that's why it's important to always still have some sort of contentment with your own independence sometimes. So that And I feel like part of that is being friendly with yourself, being in alignment with yourself, if that makes any sense at all. Like, so if that means like making friends with your inner child and accepting like who you are as a child so that you can be more independent and you can be satisfied in your not having to depend too much, that I feel like you don't weaken yourself that way, and you're not any less mature as an adult for that. That's how I feel about that. So, I mean, you can always go into the future and make new memories and but I don't think there's anything wrong with enjoying your own company and being content. With the young spirit inside you. Anyway, I liked the song though. Like, I did like her voice. I don't see anything wrong with going back and trying to maintain that connection with who you are deep inside. Like, yes, you will mature through life, but in some way, you're still going to have remnants of who you were as a child. Anyway.